Hey, good morning, folks. So I didn't intend to stream this, um, but I'm going to anyway. Just because I didn't, yeah, I didn't intend to stream this morning, but it'll be easier for me to just stream this and, um, make the video happen that way. Sorry, my brain is a little cooked today. So this is actually last week's video that I'm able to just get to now. I went on a little mini vacation, and so I kind of I didn't have time to do the video last week. And I have two videos I need to do, this one and the other one that I'm going to be doing, which is going to be an interview with Shane. Excuse me, I'm still just freshly up. So we're going to go into the Shiggles server today, and I think we're going to end up in probably my basement, is my guess. There we are. Yep, there we are. And we're just going to do a little bit of a video on Wood Lopper, I think is what it's called. And we're going to talk a little bit about wood, and we're going to learn together about wood. So today is all about water. No, it's about wood. It's about wood, guys. So let's give ourselves some saplings. Give Lizzie, let's give me some. Oh, let's not do it that way. Let's do game mode creative. There we go. Game mode creative. There we go. And I lost my axe. Game mode survival. Let's just put the axe away in the chest for safekeeping, just because I'm paranoid, hey? What do I have here? I don't want that. Maybe I do want that. Okay, let's go someplace. Let's go someplace. Let's make sure we're not at Totes' place. Because when I RTP, a lot of times I end up at Totes' place for some reason. I don't know why I end up at Totes' place. I think we're okay. Yeah, I think we're okay. All right. So we're using something on this server called Wood Lopper, and it's a lot like Tree Feller. Time set day. And what Wood Lopper and Tree Feller do is they make cutting down trees a whole heck of a lot easier. So we'll grab ourselves a little axe. Can I ask you a question? And Tree Lopper and Tree Feller, what they allow you to do, this is a horrible place to do this. We're going to go to a different forest. Did we seriously not go that far away? Ooh, look, buried treasure. Or, not buried treasure, what'd you call it? Ooh, look, a piece of candy. Oh, look, piece of candy. No candy. Hello, Mr. Cod. I just want to see what's in the chest. I don't want to actually harvest it. This is just like, it's just, for me, it's just like irresistible. I think somebody's already been here. I could be wrong. Although I don't really see anything here. Huh. I don't know. Somebody could have been here already, or it could just be a really bad shipwreck. Hard to tell. All right. Okay, so let's get back to business here. I do not want to work on these acacia trees because they're kind of a pain in the neck. Okay, here's an oak over here. Okay, So tree feller and tree lopper, what they allow for you to do, or wood lopper, yeah. What they allow for you to do is in one strike, it will take down all of the discernible wood from a tree. Doesn't matter. I'm in creative mode. Let's try this again, dipstick. Creative, non-creative, survival. There we go. Let's bring an axe back. Give Izzy Lizzy an iron axe. There we go. So let's go find another oak tree. Okay. There's one. So it will allow for you to strike a tree anywhere on the tree, and it will take all of the wood that is connected to the block that you hit, remove it in one hit, and with Wood Lopper, it will replace it with a sapling so that you're not completely destroying a forest, you know, willy-nilly and not being responsible and ecological and replanting. As you can see, the leaves do still decay. You will still get the same kinds of drops that you would normally get if you were doing a standard wood cutting. So if this tree is the kind of tree that would drop apples typically, it will still do so. If this is a tree that will drop, you know, saplings, which all the trees should, it will do so. I'm just going to kind of look at that. You can still do everything that you would normally do with the tree. See? There. And you get your little saplings. So we lost one over here. Let's go plant one over here. Be good ecological Minecraft players. Boop. There we go. Now, Wood Lopper's great, except it only lops the pieces that are really connected. So like we look at a tree like this, it's going to take this entire main trunk and probably this one off to the side, but it's going to leave the rest. And that's because those are all at diagonals. It does still put your sapling down, but it's kind of a pain in the neck that way. So you're still going to have to like scaffold your way up, or if you've bought fly or what have you, you're still going to have to scaffold your way up and take out the rest of the wood from these trees. See, so there we go. This is a really great thing to use with, say, dark oaks. Let's go over here. We've got some birch over here. I'll show you a birch quick. We already did an oak. So there's your birch, all done. Beautiful. Let's see if we can find us, ooh, a horse. Let's see if we can find a dark oak somewhere. Oh, but here's like a giant oak down here. You know, those big, massive, gnarly ones. Now this is, you're going to run into the same problem with the giant oaks that you run into with the acacias. And that is, it will take everything that's connected, but it won't take all your angles. See? Which is a little frustrating, but I mean, given that it takes the bulk of your wood for you in one shot, can you really gripe? See, and you'll see, like, I picked up an apple, so everything's all normal that way. But I really, the only time I don't like using things like tree feller and tree lopper is like when I'm building wood structures. Because sometimes if you use, oh, that was a nice little cut right there. Sometimes if you use Wood Lopper and say you're using barked wood, like what I'm using right now, like what we're cutting down, sometimes you can destroy your entire build just by trying to remove a block that you put in the wrong place, because there's a whole bunch of wood attached to each other and you've just used like Wood Lopper. And it did exactly what it was supposed to do, and it took out everything that resembled a tree, which is a whole bunch of barked wood. I think we've got more up in here somewhere. Usually when there's a big chunk of leaves. Oh. Usually when there's a big chunk of leaves in there, there's another piece hiding out in here, but maybe not, maybe not, maybe I'm wrong. It's been known to happen. Yep, it's been known to happen. Today is that day. Make note, folks. I used to have an acquaintance that I played with that we would make notes of things like this in books because, you know, we were both always right. Let's see if we could find another dark oak forest somewhere. Oh, we gotta have a cooldown. There we go. Take a look at some dark oaks here. Ooh, look at that. So now the thing you're going to want to watch, though, as you're using tree feller, tree lopper, wood lopper, is your axe. Because I'm able to just bring these in because I'm admin on here and I'm able to just bring stuff in, I'm not too worried about my axe right now. Now, if I were out with my regular axe, every time you hit a tree, it will take as much XP off of your axe as it would if you were to hit each individual block. So if you hit a tree that's got like 5 blocks, it's going to take however many, 5 blocks worth of hits off your axe, which isn't a big deal until you do something like dark oak wood. So look at, you'll see where the axe is sitting right now, and you see the difference. Now we're going to have to replant one, maybe because I hit it. So there we go. And now this has got the same problem as the jungle and the acacia and the giant oaks, in that those odd little corner ones, they don't always get picked up in the dark oaks, but now they are. So I'm going to show you this again. I want you to look at the axe. You see we're at about half power on the axe right now. And now we're down to about a third power on the axe. So you do want to be cautious if you're using woodlopper and tree feller in a dark oak setting, because before you know it, your axe is going to be gone. Like, it'll probably take 2 more trees to take out my axe. So this one should do it. Yeah, there it is. So almost. But certainly these guys will go. I have kittens. That's been the other thing. I came home last Saturday to discover that my futon magically had kittens. And now there's 3 of them. And they're adorable, but sometimes they get a little chatty. I'm going to guess that Mama's out looking for something real quick. And they're upset because they're not all snuggled up. So that's kind of the basics with the tree lopper, tree feller. Okay? Time, set, day. Let me cut this little guy down just so I can get rid of this axe. There it is. Axe is all gone. Okay? So now let's tuck all this stuff up here and out of the way. We have some new woods with the 1.12 and 1.13 updates, and we're going to have a few more wood objects coming in on 1.14 as well. I don't think I'm going to go clear over to 114 just to pull those up, but I am. Hey, look, an axe. I am going to go ahead and pull a few of those up right now so you guys can see what we're looking at. So we have, with the new updates, we had some more pieces come in that are great for those of us who are builders. So most of us are used to like your standard oak and our standard logs. Okay, you have a log with, let's give ourselves some clear space here. You have your log that's got the nice rings of the tree and on the inside, and then the bark on the outside. Yep, just like that. You know, it's directional depending on where you plant the darn thing, but that's what you have. With the update, what we've got now is we've got stripped, we have stripped oak logs, we have stripped oak wood, and we have oak wood. So the stripped oak logs are just like these logs here, only they've taken off the bark. They work the same way. They're directional depending on how you plant them. You can see that they have different directions in their stripping as well. You still get the nice ring that you got before. You can see all the tree rings. That's very lovely. And now we also have the stripped oak wood, which is also directional, but not with as many options as like the logs do. And these guys are all the same on each of the sides. It's just what direction did you send them in. And then we have what they're calling now the oak wood, or just the wood. And also it's directional one more time based on how you plant it. However, all 6 sides again are the same. So the regular wood, the regular stripped wood, they're just one texture. The logs are 2 textures. All 4 are directional. With this new update in the world of woods, we also have, I want to bring that out because I want to talk about that. I actually think I have to look that up to talk about that. I know we got new pressure plates. With the 1.14 update, I've already gone ahead and looked at this. Signs will now come in all of the wood colors. So they're not just going to be oak signs anymore. There's going to be jungle signs and all that jazz. But I've only spent about 5 minutes in 1.14. I'm trying to not get too excited about it until Shane's ready to switch the server over, because I don't want to go split my time between 1.14 single player and the 1.13 server, because I got a lot of work I should be doing on the server instead of, futzing around in a 1.14. We have new pressure plates. They're not all oak pressure plates. And same thing with the buttons. Here's an oak button. Here's an acacia button. Fences. Oh, and the trapdoors have changed. And I'm sure you guys know about this stuff. I'm sure I'm not telling you anything new. So pressure plates, we are accustomed to the old wooden ones. Now we have them in all the colors, which is very lovely. We are accustomed to old oak buttons. And now you can get buttons in all the wood types, which are also directional. So that is also very lovely. And now we have trapdoors in all manner of flavors. We were used to having just your standard oak trapdoor. Yep, just like that guy. But now we also have what I like to call the chocolate bar. So there's your dark oak. Here's your acacia. There's your spruce, which I really like. There's your birch and your jungle. And I really like using the jungle with lights. It really it's fun. So we're getting new decorating options, which is really lovely. Anytime we can have new decorating options, that's okay by me. Although the foxes and panda bears are awfully cute, I do gotta say. Okay, wood-wise, what else has changed? Just kind of looking. Boats have been changed for quite a while. That's nothing new. I know that the textures have changed a little bit in 1.14 as far as the look of the saplings and such, but I don't know that that's necessarily significant enough to talk about. Let's look real quick at the petrified wood on the wiki and see what it has to say. Petrified oak slab. Okay, so the deal with the petrified oak slab. Oh no, petrified oak slab, please. Okay, so this is just the wiki for all the slabs, because for some reason it thinks I want that. But let me just roll down here, because it's got all the slabs listed. A smart girl would have figured this out beforehand. Barrel. Okay. Yeah, we're getting more products that we can use with wood. I think sticks are going to change too, but I'm not entirely sure on that. Don't count. Don't swear on that one for me. But we are going to get new products that we can make with wood. Like I'm looking at this right now. There's barrels. Um, there's a composter that we make with slabs. There'll be daylight detectors, which I think we've had before. Grindstones. Don't ask me what any of this stuff does. Lectern. So yeah, there's going to be more things that we can do. Petrified oak slab. What is the deal with the petrified oak slab? I don't understand because it looks just like, I think it looks just like an oak slab myself. Petrified oak slab. Yeah, it doesn't really give me anything new on that. So let's look at that next to an oak. Petrified, non-petrified. Maybe it's in how we can break it. Oh, that's going to go away, isn't it? Okay. Let's go to this one. We know this is wood. Oh, it does take longer to break. Yep, that's the biggest difference. Petrified oak slab looks like oak, but acts like stone. That's your big difference right there. So, I know this is kind of a crummy video. It's not one of my better videos. It's kind of dry. It's kind of boring. We're talking about wood. I mean, seriously, could we just talk about grass growing, honestly? But I just kind of wanted to do a quick little wood one and talk about mostly about tree lopper, but I thought it'd be, because we were talking about tree lopper or wood lopper, I thought it would also be a great opportunity for us to maybe discuss. Well, look at that. Well, look at that. Did you guys catch that? When you put down look at that. Well, that's pretty slick. That's quite the little exploit, isn't it, for getting yourself some of those saplings, isn't it? You didn't learn it from me. But I just thought if we were going to talk about wood lopper, it might be a good opportunity to just briefly talk about like the different types of wood again, because the different types of woods really just don't warrant their own video. So yeah, I hope you learned something here. Hope you had some fun. I'm going to cut these little trees up and pick them up, take them with me, and run away. I'm going to run away and put it all away. Right in my chest is full. There we go. I hope you learned something fun. As always, please come check out the server. It is Shiggles. Oh, you'd think I'd know what the server was. I gotta get better at this part. Shiggles-mc.com. We have one rule, it's don't be a dick. And by don't be a dick, what we mean is we don't want griefing. We don't want stealing. Don't be a general pain in the ass. Nobody likes a general pain in the ass. Even less than they like a major pain in the ass. You will get jailed, or you will get kicked, or you will get banned if you act like a dick. That's the way that works. But we have a lot of fun. We're a real tight-knit server. We play real closely with each other. The server is in a moment of growth, so there's a lot going on with our spawn. There's areas that aren't finished yet, but it still looks absolutely fabulous. In fact, I think later on this week, I'm going to do a nice big long stream where I'm going to pop in and just do a what's the word I'm looking for? I'm going to do a tour of Spawn and kind of talk about the different areas and aspects of Spawn. So you guys should check in later on this week for that. That'll be a stream, so I'll be able to watch my text and everything on that, my chats. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and have a wonderful day, and I will see you all next time. Bye.